Now for the reading of the story in 123, Dot and Dude, Part 6. Dot and Dude, Part 6. Dude was leading the other dogs high into the mountains. He knew that he was getting very close to Dot because her smell was strong. Suddenly, Dude stopped and looked up. He had come to the rocky part where Dot was curled up next to the mountain climber. For a moment, Dude stood there and looked into the darkness. He could see Dot. He ran over and sat down next to her and licked her nose. "Are you okay?" he asked. "Yes," she said. "But I'm glad you're here. I don't think the mountain climber can make it through the night." Dot and Dude looked at each other and wagged their tails. Then Dude called to the other dogs, "Come up here. I found them." In a while, the ranger and the other dogs made it up the steep slope. The ranger had a little sled, and he put the climber on the sled, and he and the dogs lowered the sled down the steep slope. Then the dogs pulled the sled back to the ranger station. After the ranger put the dogs in the kennel, he took the mountain climber to a doctor. The dogs were very tired. They just ate a little bit and curled up in their beds. Dude was starting to fall asleep when the oldest dog said, "I want to thank you, Dude, for doing what you did. You saved the mountain climber, and he did more than that." All the other dogs looked up and waited for the oldest dog to say more. "He showed what he can do when he really puts his mind to it. He showed us that he's going to be a pretty good dog at his job." The other dog said, "Yeah, pretty good." Just then the ranger came back and thanked the dogs. He left some meat scraps and a large ham bone. After the ranger left, the oldest dog picked up the ham bone and took it over to Dude. He said, "This is for you." Dude started to say, "Well, I really don't think I should," but he was going to tell them that he shouldn't have the bone, but it smelled so good that he stopped talking and started to do something else. Yum, yum. The end.